Hey guys, welcome back to another part of Final Fantasy. I'm sorry from the last time the power went out again. But it managed to put us back to where we need to be, so we're gonna continue where we left off.
Benedicta, my everything.
Benedicta?
I've missed you so much. Coca!
He can't hear you, Clive. He's seeing something else.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
He's delusion.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Benedicta or Benedicti? There's a lot of blood on your lips.
I'll kill you, Roscoe!
Oh shit, he's priming.
Priming as in...
Not now.
I don't know how in the world he get way over there.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
You gotta admit, that is a pretty view from that place. I gotta say, that can't be Joshua. That's gotta be somebody else. It has to be somebody else. Oh, here comes his. There he is with his Titan. Scary looking. Well, they can't regenerate anything. What he's gonna do now?
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Brimstone. Never get tired of that. Oh dear. It's amazing he can actually move that. Stone throw.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Got him. Shoot. Peekaboo. Ooh. Nope. I. Get off of me. Off. Ooh, I like that. That's gotta hurt. What's that? Crystal? Why is he eating that? Won't that hurt his throat? It did. Oh, wow. It just made him stronger. And that's not good. Earth and Fury. Oi. Achoo. Ow. Now what? Alright, y'all. Thanks for being here. Holy Jesus! Oh, I like this song. He became an epic Earth Titan.
Found to help me.
Or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Oh, jeez. Okay, doesn't that hurt him? You gotta be kidding me. Ah, Jesus. Woohoo! Woohoo! I knew it. Leave your lips alone, baby. Whee! I don't think so. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's freaking huge and he's so freaking tiny. Oh, I'm about to say you better watch your back. Titan lost. Oh, that's what he's called. Ooh. You hit your face. Sorry. Oh, he lost his arm. Oops.
I've got you now.
Not sorry about, but you need to be taken down anyway. Drink some of my tea, babe. You're thirsty. No, I said drink my tea. Don't go in there. Don't try to spill it. Good girl. Come on, let's remember what you got. Maybe I should have said that. Whee! This is epic! Woo. Got him. But it ain't done yet. Crap! Ooh, that's a lot of health going down. You done yet? No, we're not. Heads up. Ooh. Here, you can have this back. Yep, I am. Oh. Leah, sit down somewhere, baby.
Heads up, Hugo.
Yep, heads up, Hugo. Good done. How far are we down here? Uh-oh. Thank God for that power. Check. Whoa! Dang it! Oh! How far are we?
What? Ether from the mother crystal. If you can do it.
Now I got hands, big hand. Ooh, this is getting good. I don't think so. Have another one. Wow. Titan Slain. Now that is the best epic battle, especially with the cool music. Oh, there he goes. He's still in his Titan form? There's the Mother Crystal. Right in the center. You could hear the screeching of it. Oh, wow. He turned into a stone. Now what? Ooh, it's hurt him badly. Who is that now?
You, Ultima.
Ohotama.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished.
So it was
With
him.
every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable.
I bet it
You were
is.
created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
It won't work this time. Yep, that didn't work.
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation.
You sure about that?
Mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
So that thing still continues to get him.
Thank you, Joshua.
Oh, there's Togo. Was wondering where he went.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
No, he said it.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger.
There he is.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
What's all that?
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Oh. Okay, so we... From stone to sun. So, how many mother crystals was that? 3? We doubled the fire.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Hmm.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
But... Oh, so he's gay. Okay. I guess the king doesn't even know about this.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
To the very end.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
Huh.
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Whoa!
What is it now?
I think you better look up. Joshua!
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
That's what they all say.
Do I address a ghost?
Nope.
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I wonder what this tale is. Oh, going back to the highway. Out of the shadows.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up.
Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back.
Oh, excuse me.
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
Waludas?
But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Are we gonna get into the story? Yep. Now there's two,
The
Crystal.
kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them, that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Hmm.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power,
Hello, Tram.
I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Oh my god.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get
No,
a
I'm not
crick in my neck.
sure.
Don't
Are
let it
you
go to
though?
your head, though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Oh, really?
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Yeah, you're always on Twitch.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word.
Whew, excuse me.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I
What?
can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right.
I get it.
I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well.
No, I haven't got a chance to finish it. This game is freaking long. I'm doing so many side quests. Because I found out it's like 50 something hours. And if you do the side quest, that's going to be like 70, 75 or 72 hours. But either way, it's a very long game, but I don't mind it one bit.
Think Mid might need some help.
Huh.
I'll come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard.
I don't know.
But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here.
Probably some of them are working.
So involved that I'm running behind and it's starting
But that's
to hold
fine.
things up over at the shipyard.
Some are lurking.
I'll come and see my dad though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Oh, we haven't done the celebration yet. We're still thinking about it.
Good old Clive.
And my
I
daughter's
hoping you'd
asleep.
say
That's
that.
good.
First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
Hey, Tennis Reaper.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the
Russian
ship from
style.
going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else
Doing
goes
good,
onto it.
doing good.
I've got the designs and the list of materials here.
We're all doing
Show
good.
these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Fine, me lady.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Oh, please. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Tennis Reaper is a guy. He's not a lady. What, you expecting a woman or something? Mm-hmm, sure.
We're seeing troops in our side.
Yep, sounds like it.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
I don't. I'm a parent. Oh yeah, he's a dad. He's probably married. Yeah.
Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Oh, the comedians these days.
Krieger's Tates.
Krieger's what now?
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
I like your picture, Tennis Reaper. Pretty good, pretty good.
So Mid's
My daughter's back in school today. She just went back to school. Right now, my little baby's is taking her nap. She's right behind me, sleeping on the bed.
And what is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking
I am at the same time sad that she had to go back, but she has to learn.
You'll have to fetch 'em.
Matter of fact,
There's a
we had
special kind of
to.
sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call
Yeah,
it.
I don't know about
As
the
for rest
purging
of the
thing.
stuff, my usual supply should have it in
But
stock.
when she came back to
Just needs
school,
buying
she says some funny words we never thought she would said.
One of us should probably give you an anklet in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right
It
then.
was very cute, and they're expected to
Make your
say
minds
it.
up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Migration, hold on. I think she's in the second.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Yeah, she's a starter. I think she's in the second grade. Oh, it's hard to keep up with with my kid. She's grown up way too fast.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil.
What? Check out Wundu and boxing.
Hiring us a wagon to bring
At
the
that
stuff
baby's
back to.
age. Wow.
I'll meet you by the river. While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Leah, where you going? I thought you were taking a nap. Leah. What, you gotta use the bathroom or something? Ay. This child.
Back, are ya?
Yeah, that's true. Ouch. I'm not sure if I want my kid to do that.
For you, dear.
I just hope they're not like teenage year, because I don't think so. 10, 11? You crazy.
No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And how am I meant to do that then?
Oh. I probably would too. Put it in UFC. Yep, that would do it.
And?
Oh, check out this sword. Sweet.
And what can I do for you?
That's true. Let her grow up for just a bit, and then you can think about partner in the UFC fighting for females.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
If she ever gets into trouble.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Oh, there's some side missions. You know what we gotta do. Let's go to this one. Seriously. Uh-huh. And I think I had some... I think I see some people in my schools that have been into fights. Lucky for me, I haven't gotten into a fight.
The crystals we get from the tailoring.
Yeah, so it would be good to teach your kids some defense move.
Clive.
I remember my kid
Exquisite, as always.
got into a score with someone
I
at
have
her
a
old school.
concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises.
I'm not sure. I don't think he ever told him, but I know I was bullied in school. I just walked away, but I never got into fights. I just walked away.
Altogether more dangerous.
But I'm not sure about Vic. I'm not sure he'd been bullied. If he did, he probably would have told you. Not then, I'm not sure.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
Still call him a chubby bunny.
Hello, Sid.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Exactly. You don't want to mess with a bunny who has a taste for carrots.
Word is, the Black Shield stood out hiding in the hands of some pit.
Excuse me.
Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me. And I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I want to know how Torgal was able to get out of Drake's fang so quickly after the Titan fight. Looks like Torgal found something.
Fuck! He's seen us.
The black...
Before they escape.
The Black Army?
Black Shields.
Black Shields, I mean, sorry.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Give me thunder!
Over here! Over here! All yours, Torgal. Go, Torgal!
There you go, Torgal. Attaboy.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
It's best you do that.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but work.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds.
Mm-hmm.
Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral.
I bet it was.
He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself.
Ouch.
The man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Well, that was it? I'm
not going to change his mind.
Alright, so that's no more side quest there. Alright, we can go here because there's a side quest too. I'll do that and then go back to the main mission. Appreciate you still lurking, child.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from...
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Going by to Drake's Fang again. Alright, let's go then.
Oh, where's all the
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone. I saw the crater on my way back.
Run like the wind.
This is the easy way to get to.
You deserve a rest.
There he is.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away. Farewell.
Wait.
Was there something you were supposed to ask him?
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
But what's with the deal with this guy? Whoa. The 9 of a nice, rank A. Oh!
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
Dang, he took me out that fast? Oh, my nose. Got him. Oh man, that was a tough one. At least that leveled me up, though.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Where you going? Alright. Leave that door open so I can see Aaliyah. Huh? Leah.
Ready, go?
Open the door. I said open the door, not close it. That way I can see you. Leia, open the door. Open the door, baby. Open it. All the way. Seriously? Open the door all the way, Leia, so I can watch you since your dad's not there. Open the door now. All the way, Leia. No, you did. You didn't open the door. You're closing it. Open the door, Leia.
That'll do, girl.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Just look at the detail.
Oh, well, the juiciest meat from Green's Fen.
Ah,
Leave the
there
door
you are.
open.
The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. You damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say
Sit
you're
down
onto
somewhere,
something.
Leia.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
All they did is tell him to get a great memory. Leia, turn that down.
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Use me, lizards.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me.
Don't underestimate something you see.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
Burrow talk.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
boy.
I like doing that. Alright, let's get this back to Blackthorn so he can do what he gotta do. Kinda excited to see how this is going.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Indeed, we need to find out.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Leveled up again. I'm getting good at this leveling up thing.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Mm-hmm.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
We'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
2.
What's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Let's see how long I've been on this. Not that long.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Well, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
All right, let's go.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Ah, my nose. I need to stop freaking itching.
Over here! Attack! Over here! Get him! Sick him! Over here!
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Oh, it's a creature, not a person.
I'll be right back. Anybody home?
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, there's a...
Your unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Attack! Go to him! Nice try. Sick! Ah! Ah! Over here! Tighter!
Ooh, that was a close one. I thought he got me.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing in every port.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away. Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew.
Moon
To
dew?
be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Jill, of course.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
You better watch it. The camera's on.
So you can attack right now.
No. I'm in a hideout.
So it ain't exactly like Devil May Cry. That's what Cho said. I thought you could just hit anything.
Not when you're in your own hideout. In other places, there are like towns where people are. You can't attack at all. But if you're not in a town, like you're out in the distance where animals are running around, yeah, you can attack those. If they attack you first.
Where's Jill?
See, in this market I can't attack. See?
Okay.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those pepio nuts? Can have it.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients.
Is your mom okay?
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes. Keep fighting the good fight.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it. If that's what you want. And thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Aww.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. Right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Nope, nothing wrong at all.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. And we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Those two need to go on a date.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance.
Whoa.
I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Tie that up!
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Hold on, before I do that, let's update on this book thing.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Ooh, careful. Leah, do this. No, baby. Come here. This is how you do it. See? Now you try. You just made this? I thought we grabbing burger helpers. Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks, baby. Mmm. I love tacos. Okay. So he's a frozen northern territory.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Mm-hmm. See what we got.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Hmm.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to
He cracked the crystal too. You joking?
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. It's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find
So
out.
apparently there's only 3
Sharper swords are always
salmon.
welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take me meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Yeah, so there are like 3 side missions I have to do. See alarm been on. Okay, 222. Not bad.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Alright already.
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
Get the sword.
But to state it, you are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
I can walk from here.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe. got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
You're finished.
Titan! This one. This one.
Got him. That's all stolen stuff.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
There we go.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Clive.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I
Wyvern?
appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The
Thank
very
you.
stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield.
Whoop.
A perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Indeed. Got 2 more side missions to do. Then we go back to the main one. Shouldn't take long. The way I'm doing this.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword, then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes, but not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
Of course.
I'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Quest complete. On to the next 2. Excalibur. Ooh.
Clive. So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Alright, let's see what this one is.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I'm guessing there's more than one.
that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship. Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Oops.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
Seriously?
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
Wow.
And tossed the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see. And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Trouble.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Oh, great. Still got a lot more to go. Since Martha has closed, we'll go to her first.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Alright, now that's done. On to the dame.
There's talk that the glass gate flood.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc? Stop.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
Hey Circus, how's it
Very well.
going? And thank you.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit,
given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Gob will want to know the stones were delivered, if he's still with us.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Tomes helped to build.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Ouch.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Targo is
Lady
go better.
Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
At least she accepted this time.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Huh.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Whoops.
Right away.
Oh, Otto. Go gently on the guy.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat.
Hmm.
Me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
Wow.
The monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
I didn't even knew that Sid was like that. Hmm.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
That's why I do sad when you get stores like these.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
Hmm. What's that?
Yes. This is Sid's handwriting.
What is it?
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Take a look at it.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This
Go
will
ahead.
do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Alright, let's go do the other side missions.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
There should be one more on the list. And there's another one down at the stairs.
Crystal too.
Oh, something's wrong with Toggle?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Yeah, he
Instead
needs...
of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Yeah, he probably needs to eat something only a frost wolf can actually eat.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Hmm.
This one. All yours, Torgal. Go, Torgal. Stick him. Get him. Get him. Farewell.
Hmm.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
So those are the antelopes.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Attack! It's over.
Dude, we really had to hurt these creatures. They look pretty.
This one. There you go.
Oh, nose. Hey Omar. Thank you for that.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
He likes it.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks.
So far, I don't know.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
As far as I know, she's getting better. Oh, really? Are you okay? Hope you didn't hurt yourself too much.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You can say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Ooh, you gotta be careful. Those are... They'll leave you a big bruise on you.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in
Okay,
solving the
just
mystery.
making sure. Hope it wasn't too
That reminds
serious.
me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Oh, really?
That in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Alright, we'll do one more mission and I think I gotta get off. Yep, I do. Alright, let's do this one more mission, then I have to get off, guys, okay? I don't think I've ever been down here.
Wish I could take.
Oh, it's down in Mindy's. Oh, I gotta go around.
Well, that's it then. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you were mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely
Remember.
bit of kit, yes. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out.
Alright,
just
Joe,
like
thank
that.
you for being here.
Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good
Thank you
enough.
so much, Joe.
Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores.
Don't tell me I gotta go out to find some bomb flowers.
My eyes. You pour
Or
the
bomb
blackest
flames.
blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
Bone?
I take it that's where I come in.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna have something that blows up.
You wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte.
Of course not.
On the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, let's go get this Bomb King.
And a good hunting, eh?
Yep.
Think Mid might need some help.
Hey, sweetie. Alright, little cutie. Give me something. Oh, dang. What in the hell is that? An S rank. The crook stubborn. Okay. Alright, let me see. There it is. It's right here.
Ready, go?
Oh, sorry. Okay, we're going in the right direction. Okay.
Straight home now.
I'm guessing this is it. The way it looks is dead. Is that it? It is. It looked like it was dead. I probably was sleeping.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Slow. All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one.
Got him. And that was the last of them. Ooh, the burns of flames. That's a lot. That's what I needed it.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
There's one right
This looks like
here.
the stuff.
One right
See if there's
here.
any more.
And one over there.
That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Alright, since I collect those, time to get back to the hideaway and then end this stream. Been on it for too long. Not to mention it's getting dark.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I think Mid might need some help.
There you go.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
There you go. 3 bomb ash. Like you requested.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
Hmm? Ooh, gotten darker. See my fingers? Wink, wink. You can't see me with the crap. Sometime later. Nice.
Here we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
Like put some more stuff.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test
Oh my god.
that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Mm-hmm.
It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Only be a mo? What is that supposed to mean? I guess only be a minute?
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling
Of course.
you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh really? So I can upgrade my bags now? That's something. Alrighty then, that was the last side mission. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it right here. I've been on it for too long. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you everybody in the chat. Joe, Circus, Omar, Trenham, Tennis, Reaper, and who else? Cho as well. And all the lurkers who've been in here. Yeah, we can get more stuff inside now. So guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. You hit that like button. If you don't, that's fine by me. Thank you everybody for the 1000k. We're still trying to figure out how to do the special stream for the 1000k. And also, if you want to see more of our content, more of the videos and the stream, you subscribe so you'll be updated with more of our videos uploaded on the channel. And hit the notification bell. You come to our live stream. You can talk to me, you can talk to Vic, you can talk to both of us. And we're still trying to get some more co-op games sooner or later. But anyway, guys, and like I said, if you enjoy this as much as I do, you hit the like button, guys, and all that. Alright, guys, I'll just see y'all on the next stream, alright? It's your girl, Vic&Ashley Gaming. Good night and peace out.